Hi everybody, it's Danielle back with Dingbat Beauty. Today we're going to swatch some more palettes. These are not, well, except for the exception of one, new palettes. These have all probably been out for quite a while, but they're new to me. And if they're new to you, then you can enjoy the swatch. And if they aren't new to you, I would love to hear what you think about the palettes down in the comment box below. If you have it and you like it, great. I want to know. And if you didn't like it, I want to know why. Spill it and tell me in the comments. Different background. I'm at my boyfriend's house today, so I'm filming here. I didn't want to skip any days filming. So I'm here. So a different background. We got a little rooster in the background, picture and whatever that is. And then our bulb back there, which will hopefully bloom around Christmas time. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to show you what I've got, then we'll swatch, and then we'll talk about how they swatched. So the first trio, actually you have 3 sets of 3. So the first 3 are going to be Colourpop. The next 3 are going to be the Naked, Urban Decay Naked trio. And then I've got some ABH palettes as well, 3 of those. So 3 threes today. So the 3 that we're going to do for Colourpop are the new Mandalorian, the Orchid You Not, and the Of Quartz. Now the Of Quartz, I really liked the Stone Cold Fox from Colourpop, but it's just too dang big. It's just big, and when it's big like that, I get overwhelmed and I can't see what I want to do. So, you know, and plus it's too big for my collection. So these 9-pan palettes are exactly what I want. And when I saw the color story of the nice, cool colors here, the cool tones, I was like, that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get that one and I'll enjoy that one. And I can definitely do some looks with that. That's really cute. I like that a lot. But I just wanted some cool tones. So that was perfect. And I got these for Black Friday, so of course they were on sale. I really wanted a berry palette. So I've been kind of keeping my eye open for some berry palettes. And that's when I came across the Orchid You Not. So those are beautiful berry tones. And I've been wanting to wear this one, but I wanted to swatch it with you guys first before I wore it. But I just wanted some nice berry tones for fall, and I thought that really fit the bill. I can't wait to dig my fingers into that. All right, and then the new one, the one new one out of this whole bunch is the Mandalorian one. And now I do have the child palette. It was one of the first palettes. Actually, it is the first palette that I bought from Colourpop. And I also got the It's Going Coconuts. Those came in the same order. Actually, I didn't buy the It's Going Coconuts. They sent me somebody else's package and it had the It's Going Coconuts in there. And I, had to contact them and be like, nope, that's supposed to be the child palette. And they corrected it. But Colourpop's hitting about 50-50 on orders they get right from me and then orders that they don't get right. But this one was right. The one before this was not right. The one before this came with the LA Lakers palette, which I was really excited to try. I actually wore that yesterday. And the color scheme for Lakers was yellow and purple. So I happily put yellow and purple on my eyelids and went about my day and went to work. When I got home, it looked like somebody had gave me 2 black eyes. I did not think about the color schemes yellow and purple and how they are associated with bruises. Now, it looked great at the beginning of my day. It just, by the end of work, it did not look great. Oh, speaking of work, so I did my makeup before I went to work today. It's been 10 hours probably. But just so you guys can see, I have not touched this up at all because I have it at my house and I'm at my boyfriend's house. But this is the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette that did my eyes, and it's held up really good. That's 10 hours, not one touch up. And then on my lips, I have, it's by Becca. It's, oh gosh, what is it? Sweetener by Becca. So that's what's going on today. I'm using my Patrick Ta as my blush. Like, none of this has been touched up at all. So it's held up pretty nice. I freaking love the Escape Pod palette. That was so beautiful. It started out as orange, pink, and purple. You might not be able to pick up on all the differences now. And then, of course, the shimmer on the eyelid. If you go to my Instagram, Dingbat Beauty, you can see a picture that I took as soon as I got in the car after I did my makeup. But it was really beautiful, super easy to work with. Definitely A+ on that palette. All right, moving on. So we're not here all day. I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to ramble too much. So the next 3 that we're going to talk about are going to be the Urban Decay Naked palettes. Now I have the original that's off the market, and I have which is the other one? I have the honey one, and then I have the Wild West one. And I bought the Wild West one actually fairly recently when it was on sale for half off, because, you know, I'm not going to pay full price for anything. And I think I may have used it once. I can't remember. But I really like it. I mean, just the color scheme. I'll have to try it again to see if I do like the formulation. But the Urban Decay, the first one is like, bar none, like one of the best palettes I've ever used. It was the first upper echelon palettes that I had ever purchased, and I did get that one at half off too, and it was right before they took it out off the market, so I'm so glad I got it. It was like my first like real fancy palette, and that thing has got a place in my heart, and I will never ever get rid of that. That's gonna go to the grave with me, because it was definitely like one of my favorite things that I've ever received. And it's like it's a brown palette. Who gives a crap about a brown palette? But it's special to me, because it was just something that I really just love, and I love using it. It made me feel so fancy. It came with its first brush, which was the first makeup eyeshadow brush I had ever bought. So, you know, I don't know if I could ever part with that. But anyway, the three that we're going to talk about today that we're going to swatch is the Naked Heat. Sorry about that reflection. All right, this is what it looks like. Now, I don't give too much notice to these brushes that come in here, but it is so convenient when you travel and you don't have to pack a ton of brushes. I mean, I do now, but back in the day, I did not. I would just take my little Naked palette and that'd be it. But this is the Naked Heat. I really do like the color story. I do like that kind of rusty color very much, so I was excited for that one. The next one is going to be the Naked Cherry palette. Now, I know you're like, Danielle, you just said you wanted a berry palette, and then you got the Colourpop palette, the Orchid You Not. Well, I had already bought the Colourpop stuff, and then Black Friday hit, and Urban Decay was like, hey, we're going to have this awesome sale, and we're going to have all these palettes half off. And this was a bundle that I bought 4 palettes for $100. There was one duplicate. It came with the honey palette, which is on back order, but I already have that honey one, so I'm going to give it to my bonus daughter, because I think she will really like that one a lot. That's a fun palette to play with. And you know, if you've ever watched 5 minutes of YouTube, everybody is loving the honey palette, but I mean, I really like a lot of their palettes, but I wanted to give these 3 a chance. And the last one is going to be the Naked 3, and it's some cool tones as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty similar to the of Quartz, and the other one's similar to the Orchid You Not. But, you know, when you like something, you like something. And so that's just the way that is. Now, these other ones are ABH. I had an ABH palette that I never swatched, never used or anything, and I gave it to one of my son's girlfriends so she could play with it and try it out and see if she liked it. Because it wasn't anything special. I think it was the Modern Romance. Is that ringing a bell? Hold on, let me check. Nope, it was the Modern Renaissance. I'm sorry, I got that one and the Huda one confused. That was her kind of rosy one as well, which I actually put in my Fuck It bucket and got rid of. And if you want to see me get rid of that palette, it's on my What's in My Fuck It bucket episode. If you want to see it, it's probably down below. But, you know, I was kind of bummed out about Huda's palette, so I was like, I don't want another, you know, kind of rosy palette like that. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I wasn't really thrilled with it. So anyway, I gave that palette away. But now there are other palettes that I like from ABH. And 2, I think, are the Norvina. I've got the 1 and the 2 of the minis. Now, these palettes, these are like little sisters. The big sister is a 25 pan palette. I don't have a use for 25 pans of color. And I'm sorry, I just don't. It's not anything I care about. I just don't like palettes that are that big, but these little 9 pans are adorable. So hopefully it's a good formula. You can see it's brand spanking new. These are on sale right now on the ABH palette website for like $17. So to me, $17, not bad. You know, and I'm not going to pay full price for anything. So, and there's 3 of these. The third one is like a blue shade, and you know, I might pick it up maybe one day, but not right now. I mean, I just don't wear blue that much. And then, but these are very pretty. I like those. I can't wait to see them swatched. Well, then I happened to run across this little beauty here, and this is Subculture, which I'm sure you guys already know about, but that is beautiful. Oh my God. That is so pretty, y'all. I am I've got a crush on this palette. There is not one yucky color in here. It's not Subculture, it's Sublime. You know, it's nice. I like that a whole lot. I can't wait to play with that. But those colors are just, they're me. They're perfect. I love them. All right, so that's it. That's all the palettes that we're going to swatch. I'm going to start with the Colourpop ones. I'm going to swatch all three. Hopefully not make too big of a mess. And I'll come back and show you guys and let you know what my opinion is. All right, stick around. Let's see these colors. All right, y'all, I'm back from swatching all of the Colourpop palettes that I have. So let's go through them real quick. So this top one here is the Mandalorian one. The standout shade on this one, it's gotta be this one right here. That is fantastic. It's kind of got a shift to it. That is the color of Clan of Two, which is the middle one right here. And it's not really picking up on camera, but it's kind of like a brown to teal shift, and it's very pretty. Now, I purposely swatched the Mandalorian and the Of Quartz palette next to each other. So they're both cool palettes. Now, do you need both of these in your collection? Absolutely not. And of course, you don't need both of these. Which one is better? Well, it depends. The one that I like the best, of course, is that shimmer one there, but all of these are beautiful. And it has that glittery black. See how it's picking up? And this one has the glittery brown. Do you need both? No, you don't need both. I'd probably go with the Of Quartz. And I wanted to show you one other thing. So now the Mandalorian palette does come with a mirror. The Of Quartz one does not. And I didn't realize that maybe because it's got the mirror that the pan sizes are smaller. So if you see both of these, the Of Quartz, this one is significantly bigger than this one, but this one has the mirror, and that's the Mandalorian one. I don't know if that matters to you at all. And if you make your decision, if you got to pick one and not the other. Now, the Orchid You Not palette, oh, y'all, it is freaking phenomenal. There's not one shade I'm even meh about in this palette. They are all beautiful, stunning. And of course, that one, you know, that's going to be my favorite little shimmer, but that one's hot too. I love it, love it, love it. So it is this one. If you need a berry palette, of course we're going to look at the cherry one in a second from Urban Decay, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so let's move on and we'll do the Urban Decay ones next. We'll be right back. Okay, the Urban Decay Naked palettes have been swatched. Top row is the cherry. Then we've got the Heat, and then we've got the Naked 3 down here. Did I mess up? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, well, I don't know why they're spaced out so weird. My mistake, I'm sorry. But so Naked Decay has 12 pan palettes. So those are 12. Remember the Colourpop were 9. Now, let's talk about the top one. All right, so Cherry, it's swatched fine. It's okay. Am I glad I got this for half off? 100%. Yes, I do. Because, y'all, the Orchid one was so much better. Let's see. There we go. So the Orchid one is the bottom row on this arm, right? Those colors are so pigmented, so beautiful. And now the Urban Decay is nice, but is it $49 nice? 100% no. $14, $49. Just as beautiful and more vibrant. It's okay. It's okay. We'll try it out. We'll see. But right now, I'm so glad I got this one. And I got that one on sale. So it's regular $14. I'm sure I paid like $8 or something for it. But that, it's not even a comparison, y'all. It's not even close. How are you going to call this cherry? That's not vibrant or reddish or berryish. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. The Heat, I like just fine. It's very pretty. It's very cool toned along with the, I'm sorry, I got goosebumps, y'all. It's freezing. And then the Naked 3, very nice, also cool toned. But now let's look at the Naked 3 compared to the Mandalorian and the Quartz. So let's see if I get enough space. Okay, so top one here, that's the Mandalorian. That one's of Quartz. And then the Naked Heat on top, and then the Naked 3 on the bottom. So You know, these two are $54. So $49, $54, $54. These are like $14, if not cheaper. I know this one was $14. I definitely looked that one up, but these ones aren't going to be that much more expensive. Actually, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're about the same price. 100% go with this one at Colourpop versus this one. I'm shocked. Just shocked. I mean, look at these. I'm pretty pale right here, and all these colors right here just blend into my skin tone, you know? I couldn't even find a foundation match that would match that close to that one. I mean, so you're getting 12 pans, yes, and it's a very pretty color gradient for sure, but if you can't use the first 4 or 5 colors because they're so light, I mean, who are they making these colors for that the skin is going to show up on? Maybe if you are deep, this first line right here would show up. But I mean, I'm just a medium skin tone and I can't get this whole section right here really to show up on me. So, I mean, it is 12 pans, but if you can't use 4 of the pans, why would you pay that much money versus getting so much color payoff versus Colourpop? Of course, now I'm going to play with all the palettes. That's not it. And I plan on doing one after I play with these for a couple months because I do want to use them for a while. I'll see which is my favorite Urban Decay palette. Now, if you ever watched YouTube, everybody freaking loves the Honey palette. Honey palette, Honey palette. Everybody says that's the best one. But I don't know. I mean, that first Urban Decay one has my heart. That one is so beautiful and it means a lot to me. And I really like that one. I've used that one for years, literally years, like 4 years. And I like that one a lot. And I just can't imagine Honey beating out all the other palettes. So I'll probably do these. I've got the original Naked that they don't make anymore. I've got the Wild West and I've got the Honey palette along with these 3. And I'll do kind of like I'll just wear them and then I'll rank them and see which one's the best. But that'll be a couple months so I can give them a good tryout. All right, so next we're gonna do the ABH Nirvana. I'm sorry, Norvina. And then the Subculture will be the next one swatched. So I'm gonna go wash this off and we'll be right back with some more swatches. All right, everybody, I'm back. Now I have a bit of surprise because I had forgotten that I had this ABH palette, the collab with Jackie Aina. And I have never worn this. I never swatched it until just now. So it's a palette that I keep at my boyfriend's house and I absolutely forgot because it's not with my regular palettes at my house, in my regular collection. And I remember I brought it over here because I thought it was so beautiful. I was like, if I need to get ready to go out, I can grab this palette and use it. And then I just never did. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. It retails for about $45. It is on sale right now on the ABH website for $27. It is absolutely a deal for $27. I think I paid like $24 for it. And I know I paid $24 for the Subculture one. But this is what it looks like on the inside. And it comes with a little brush. But that's what it looks like. So that one, and let me grab the Subculture one and remind you what that one looked like. Now the Subculture, that just makes my little grungy 90 kids heart flutter. I mean, that's just, so the Subculture's up here on the top and then the bottom one is the Jackie Aina palette. And now just looking at the Jackie Aina one, I liked it, but did it like, was it whispering in my ear, wear me? No, it wasn't. But then I swatched it just now and it's lovely. I can't wait to try this one on. So the top one's Subculture. Beautiful. These swatched so lovely. So very, very nice. Both of them did. They swatched so nice and they're just fantastic. And I really enjoy them quite a bit. Oh, you know what? I missed 2 colors on the Jackie Aina one. Let me do that real quick. I thought something wasn't right. There wasn't enough. So this were the last 2. Now this is a beautiful shift and I'm sorry for my chicken skin. I've got goosebumps. That is, looks like a duochrome. So it shifts from kind of like a brown to kind of that green foily color. Very pretty. So are these worth it for the $24 if you can get it for that much, or $27? I think so. I really do think so. I think you could get so many looks for either one of these palettes that I think it would be in your regular rotation. And, you know, I'm not going to steer you in the wrong way. Now, I know some ABH palettes have been showing up at Marshall's and TJ Maxx. Just make sure you're checking the date on those. Make sure they're not too old, aren't expired. These, even though they've come out a while ago, aren't expired. All the mattes and shimmers were very soft, very easy to work, not dried out at all. So this is what they look like, again, just to remind you. Now, the Subculture only had the 2 or maybe 3 shimmery colors, and the rest were mattes, and I just love that. It's just, oh, it just reminds me of my alternative days wearing my plaid shirts, my plaid flannels, and my jeans, and that just reminds me of the 90s so much. And then this one right here, I mean, you could do so many things. Now, I only had a few mattes. So let's see, 4, 5, 6 mattes. So half mattes, just about, well, it's 14. So a little bit more, 8 shimmers, 6 mattes. And they were pretty, that one is so gorgeous. And I love that one too. Oh, and that one, of course. Oh, I just love them all. What am I talking about? But yeah, both of these palettes, I don't know what was holding me up on that one, but I'm gonna definitely put it in the rotation around here. So very nice. I like this a lot. So we'll do the 2 Norvina ones next, and see how those swatch out. Hopefully they are as good as the ABH regular ones. Now, the Norvina line is a line by her Anastasia's daughter, Norvina, and I think it was supposed to be temporary, and then they kind of like just kept putting more out with her name on it and more out with her name on it. And so we're just gonna see if it's the same quality or not. All right, I'll swatch those next. I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is it. These are the last 2. Again, these are the Norvina ABH Ones collection, the minis 1 and 2. So this one's 1, this one's 2. And they're very different. And like I said, they are on sale right now for $17 on the ABH website. Very different, and I love them. This one right here on the bottom, that just reminds me of a beach vacation, and I freaking love it. I cannot wait to use these. The formula is very nice. I would say just as good as the other ABH palettes, the Subculture and the Jackie Aina one that we just swatched. Of course, I would love that. That is amazing, and that pretty one right there, it's kind of got a peach to pink shift. And those are just hard to pick up on camera, but absolutely beautiful. These little minis are fantastic. And I like these so much better than a 25 pan palette. That's just too big. And these are nice. It's very hard, heavy plastic, and I like that a lot. So we'll see. And check out my Instagram. I usually try to do a picture when I wear my makeup, like 2 times a week. Do a picture of whatever eye look I've got going on, if you're interested in seeing how crazy I can get sometimes. So Instagram is Dingbat Beauty, and I hope if you were interested in any of these palettes that helped you maybe save some money and not spend so much on the Urban Decay palettes, and maybe go with the Colourpop ones instead. And of course, I mean, ABH, I mean, she's a queen. So, I mean, you know, as long as she keeps her formula up, she's going to be on the top of the pile. Now, I know I have one palette coming in on kind of like a splurge, kind of like a, you know, I had to get it. The sale was so good, and I'll show you guys, but I haven't gotten that one yet, and I think you might be surprised of what it is. I know I was surprised because I never thought I'd be able to afford that kind of makeup, but you know, sales happen. So when that one comes out, I'll do a swatch, and I think I just might have one other one coming in, and I think that'll be it for now. I'm pretty good on eye palettes for a while. Now, I'm not going to buy like the new and best of or whatever if I'm not going to use it. I'm buying palettes that I absolutely like, that I'm going to have a use for, that I'm not just going to try it once and never mention it again. You know, this is my channel. This is what I love, and you know, I want you to use the makeup you have. It doesn't have to be the newest and the best. That doesn't last. And the people that go on YouTube and, you know, are hyping up a palette you never see again. I mean, come on. This is your money that you're spending. I want you to get a deal, and I want you to get good makeup. So that's the whole plan. And, you know, wear makeup if you want to wear makeup. If you don't, you know, it's fine, don't. I've got plenty of skincare tips and things like that. Now, I'm a little shiny right now, but that's because of my ring light. and that I haven't put any makeup on besides lipstick in 10 hours at least. But if you're interested in seeing skincare stuff, you know, I'll absolutely do that too. I mean, minimum makeup is fine. I mean, YouTube is not real life. It's your real money and your real face. So, you know, stick with me and we'll go through things together. If you guys ever have any question about anything, just hit me up in the comments. If you have any of these palettes, I do want to know if you like them, if they're in your rotation, or anything that you are interested in. I might already have it, or it might be on my wish list. All right, guys, take care and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.